watch us pepper Ben. KFAN.com/watch. The Power Hour is here, and it is live, and it is beautiful.
Oh.
All thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
There, look at him. Speaking of beautiful, where's Maxo?
Oh, gee, thanks, huh?
That's a big logo on my shirt.
Maxo, did you watch the debut of the Penguin yet?
I did. It was phenomenal.
I thought it was good as
You
well.
couldn't stop talking about it.
I watched it as well. Although
I'm surprised you watched it.
outside of the first minute and a half, you would never know it has anything to do with Batman.
That's exactly what I said to Hawk.
Yep.
Like, it's very...
Which is fine.
They do the recap of the Batman, basically.
Yep.
They put you in the timeline, and then they
That's it.
let it go.
Then if he didn't have like the makeup or the name Oz Cobb or Oswald Cobblepot, you would never know. It's just a weird crime drama with a weird looking main character. No connection to Batman at all in the first episode. None.
Yeah,
Kind of love that.
It's just an organized crime drama, basically, and it's really good. It got off to a great start.
Solid first start. Absolutely. It's getting good reviews. It's like 93 or 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought the first episode was good. And again, I didn't really even like the movie.
Right. That's what I'm surprised
was
you
like,
watched.
ugh. But so far so good. Colin Farrell's a badass, man.
He's the best. There's only... it's still amazing to me, like... In the middle of the show, I had to keep reminding myself, like, there'd be small moments where you hear it, but it's like, damn, I keep forgetting that that's Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to watch. I'm excited. That'd be good.
I do hate that it's weekly, though, right? I want the whole season. I would have binged it after that first episode.
Same. I would have kept watching. Yeah, I'm not even a binge watcher like that, but I would have kept watching it because it was really that good. And I like his little partner, the kid. I like the whole angle that they're setting up.
Well, that's great.
Patience.
I don't have any. Life's too short to be patient.
No, it's not.
Yeah, well.
You want some pepper? Hey, I have another question for you, Benjo.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm very excited about our squad. I've been on board since the very beginning, Ben. But if I asked you, what's your one concern that you have? What is it? That's a good question. Please tell me.
That is a great question.
Thank you.
That's not fair.
That really is a great.
Not fair
That's
to
a
beg for it.
great
I need
question.
it, though. I need it for...
You led the witness.
Was my question good about contract situations?
Obviously
yes or no?
not. He didn't say anything.
Was my question
That was a better than average question.
Was Sauce's pronunciation of the Packers head coach's name, was that better or worse than average? Yeah, Matt the Fuhrer. Don't read his playbook.
A lot of blitzkriegs going on.
Oh my gosh, this is getting so good.
Although Mein Kampf sounds a little bit like a bratwurst, right? Like it sounds like it could be some brand of...
okay.
Yeah,
It's just a book title. It's not a slur.
I know. You say what you want, Corey.
God.
You are so uncomfortable with this conversation, this topic.
No, I'm
That
not.
was good.
I just didn't know what to call you because normally I call you Beady
Beady
Eye.
eyes would have been acceptable. That's fine.
Yeah, all right. I don't know.
Okay, hang on. You know I have to do this. I'm just a terrible person, but let's just do it. It's been 5 minutes. What's the name of the Packers head coach?
So my wife just texted me and said she wouldn't go up north with me if I can't pronounce it.
Here you go.
Is that a euphemism?
No, we're going to Grandview this weekend.
Go for
Which
it.
should be excellent. It's Matt.
That's
the part.
That's a good one. That is the part we know
down.
you have down.
You're even getting both T's in there. I like that.
La Fleur.
Say it at a normal pace.
Matt LaFleur.
All right.
Okay, good.
He's got it.
Good job.
He's got it. Good job.
Congratulations.
Good job. Yep.
Mussy helped me.
You pulled him somehow out of Germany. Good job.
Yeah, thank God. Thank
must
God.
help me.
All right, so give it to me. Is there anything about this squad, and I'm sure there are, I'm not saying we're a perfect team. What concerns you about this team?
Our pass defense. I think that's the one thing. If I'm worried that if we run into a team that can figure us out defensively, if they can figure out how to block everybody in any given moment, even if we're blitzing from depth, if quarterbacks consistently have time, there are just holes in our pass defense.
We saw that firsthand in the Niners game, right? Now, again, I'm way more on Team Purdy than Sauce's, but he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. We saw the difference. If you give him time, he just found those seams all day long. That's why he threw for over 300 yards. When you frustrate him, This goes for any good quarterback, but yeah, that was a total game changer, right? But the second he had time, oh man, they didn't give Stroud that bubble yesterday.
No.
Purdy had bubbles, Stroud did not.
Yeah, so that's the one thing. Let's be honest. I mean, we're not going 17-0, right? I mean, we're going to lose a game, a couple games. It just happens. Whether it's just we're just off, the other team's just better. Maybe we have a couple of injuries that happen, and we're just it's fine. But I would say from a systemic standpoint, like just what we're looking at, what we see from a top down situation, our pass defense, it just. Shanahan said it too. Kyle Shanahan said, like, this defense, if you get time and if you don't get frustrated, there are holes in this pass defense. And that's true.
What group is that then? Is that our linebackers are not good against the pass? Or
it's
corners
it's the whole back seven because, as we're up at the line of scrimmage and we're disguising and we're doing all this mugging and all this stuff at the line of scrimmage and we drop back, sometimes we don't get back to the zone that we need to get to. The second level players aren't providing the coverage underneath to get in the windows of some of the intermediate throws. And so we have a lot of guys that are just moving pre and post snap. So if you understand where they're going to end up, then you can throw it where they're not. And the 49ers did a really good job of doing that. We just happen to have an offense that was like matching them and played better. So that's the other thing. If our offense stalls a little bit and we can't score some points, and it was the perfect storm where the other offense can pick apart our pass defense. That's going to beat us.
Is there another sneaky kind of like slight concern right now with Brian O'Neill and his health a little bit?
Health wise?
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously he's one of the best right tackles in the NFL.
Well.
But yeah, I mean, they with that elbow, and then now, when he got the tweak of the ankle.
I hope not.
Right.
He did bounce back from that little ankle tweak, and he did play and came back. I mean, that's the thing. Like we're approaching the part of the season where guys are going to start getting tweaks, and we're going to find out more just on Sam Darnold's situation, today as well. So like, it's this like, let's hope that these little nicks and bruises and tweaks and stuff don't amount to bigger things, and we have guys playing at 80% for the rest of the season. And I know that's what like every team's going to have to deal with this, but I don't know. We'll have to deal with that. If Questenberry has to come in, then he's got to come in and be the guy for a couple weeks.
Right.
Guys and Pepper. Who's next?
That's it.
Paul, do you have any questions?
There's no more questions for Ben?
Paul, do you have anything else to add?
I do have more things to add about the football.
Fantastic.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Well, let me think for a second.
Okay, so I think I brought this up last week too when we were all riding super high, and I know nobody has their schedule pulled up, but this is more just like a blanket statement. I mean, there really is not a team on the schedule right now that we would absolutely be grossly underdogs, that we're going to be completely out of. We're going to be completely outmatched. I think that's the one thing that really excites me is we're going to Green Bay, we're going to go at Lambeau Field, and we should beat them.
Yes.
Even if Jordan Love is the quarterback, like we have shown that we can play with the top level teams. It doesn't matter where. So I think that we can beat them. I think that we can go to London and beat the Jets. Like that's another great defense. And who knows? 2 more games, Aaron Rodgers may get more and more in sync, and you're still playing Rodgers. He's got a little bit of magic. These are all like really quality teams that we're playing. Obviously, we have the Lions twice. But there's not a team on the schedule that scares me now.
No, and this
got, like,
is
the Jags and
the
Titans
stretch.
and
Yeah,
the
it gets
Bears.
crazy easy at the end of the year, but this is the stretch before the season started, and even right now is the gauntlet. The Niners and the Texans are both Super Bowl contenders, right? The Packers, when healthy, are a contender for the NFC for sure. The Jets, we don't know what they are yet, but they're obviously 2-1. They're starting to figure it out. So you have Niners, Texans, Packers, Jets, Lions, and then at Rams, I guess.
You got the bye after the London trip.
Yep.
You got the Lions at home, and then at the Rams on Thursday night.
Then it gets significantly easier the rest of the way. But you're already 3-0.
Home versus the Colts, at Jacksonville, at
Yuck.
Tennessee,
Yuck.
at Chicago.
Yuck. Cardinals aren't good. Falcons.
Home against the Cardinals. You never about the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Home against the Falcons.
They'll build back some confidence if you need it.
Yeah.
With that stretch.
But the Colts are a disaster.
They're a
They won
disaster.
yesterday, but
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson is the perfect example of he just needed more reps. He looks lost out.
Yeah.
He was terrible yesterday, and they won.
Let's
And
go
their
back to the
defense is not
schedule
playing
for a
well.
second, Ben, right? At Packers, in London against the Jets, hosting the Lions at the Rams, right? Let's just say those next 4.
Well, we could go into the bye week undefeated.
Could, but let's just go. Let's say you split the 4. Who wouldn't have taken 5-2 through that part of the schedule?
100%.
Well said.
If you can go 2-2 the rest, and that's, who's to say we can't win all 4? But I don't think they're going 0-4.
No.
So you go 2-2 in this next 4, the schedule gets significantly easier, and you get to that easier part of the schedule at 5-2 or better. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The over/under for the season was 6.5, and they already have 3 wins.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's free money if you have the Vikings over.
Yeah, and the Titans, who they play in Tennessee, are maybe the worst team in the NFL. Sorry, Max.
Yeah, Will Levis
Terrible.
should win an MVP, though, because the other team cannot win without him.
They are brutally bad.
How many pick sixes does he have?
He already has a
I
couple.
think he has 5 interceptions.
At least he's shown a couple of bright spots, though. Every now and again, he'll look good.
Yeah, flashes of goodness in the middle of just pure assery. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Hawk owns that website.
pureassery.com. Yeah, he'll be sponsored by them soon.
Ben, how many receivers in the NFL have 3 touchdowns or more? I guess that is the most, so I shouldn't say or more. There are how many that have 3 receiving touchdowns?
6.
We have 2 on our team alone.
I know 3.
It's 8, but 2 of them are Minnesota Vikings.
Hell yeah, Beavis.
Jalen Naylor and Justin Jefferson each have 3.
Yeah, let's talk about Naylor real quick.
Malik, right?
Yep.
Harrison.
Speedy, you mean?
I want to give him a lot of credit for the way he bounced back after his first half. That series that he had to start the second quarter was a bad series for him. I mean, he had a penalty. He runs the wrong route on third down. He very much, I don't know what route he was supposed to run, but very much so when he came to the sideline, a lot of attention was paid to him.
Yeah.
KOC was
Darnold
talking.
just threw it in the dirt.
Yeah,
right?
I think it was supposed to be just some sort of tunnel screen, and he ran down the field. And once Darnold looked and didn't see him there, he just threw it in the dirt like, there's supposed to be a guy there.
Good for doing that, by the way, Darnold.
Right,
Nice job.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, for being a young player, getting a lot of trust from his staff and having a really bad series, and then bouncing back after the half, and then, he had 3 catches,
31 yards.
31 yards and a
yeah.
touchdown. It's like,
All in that series, yeah.
what Keenan McCardell has done with this wide receiver group to get them mentally prepared to play at a high level in a very stressful game on every Sunday. Like, it's remarkable what he's done as a coach, the way that they've developed these young players to step in major roles and to be a big part of the success of this offense. It's awesome.
That's another great example, Naylor, is about the variance window that we've been talking about the last couple of years, about how good it could have been versus how bad it could have been. How about preseason? It's like, all right, we got Jefferson, we have Addison, but we don't really have a third receiver. We have Naylor and Powell. It's like, who the hell's wide receiver number 3, right? We don't have KJ Osborne anymore. Like, who do we have? And then we have a guy that has 3 touchdowns through 3 games. Right. So, I mean, like, Naylor is doing it's like, how often preseason do you actually get to see what all the coaches scream? Because you're like, this is just what every coach says.
Right.
It's not, Jalen Naylor's not going to have a big year. This defense isn't going to be all over the field. Darnold's not going to resurrect his career. And then all of those things so far have happened. All of them.
Yeah.
And the kickers, I can boot it from 58 easily. Yeah. Okay. That happened too.
How in tune are these, the players, Vikings players? I mean, the one play, this is right before this actually led into Naylor's touchdown with Powell, realizing, this is, I got to scoop this thing.
The lateral, yeah.
Yep, and still got 8 yards out of the thing. I mean, that you could just tell, everybody's on point. Everybody is super focused, and I just love to see it. That's why this team just is amazing right now.
Yeah. The other thing that I am a little concerned by is, we've seen 2 games now, back-to-back games, where Darnold himself has made a really bad decision. Now, it has not cost us. Like, against the Niners, he tried to, it was all messed up as far as the run and whatever, and he tried to throw it back to the running back, and then the ball's on the ground, right? Don't do that. There's no reason. If it's a broken play, just let it be a broken play. We live to play another down. And then this last game, he's scrambling around, and it looks like a fumble, but he's just trying to get the ball out, and he's falling down face first and just throws the ball into the dirt, and it looks like a fumble. Like, oh no, what are you doing? Like, and I think we were going in the red zone. It's like those little plays like that for Sam that we just have to eliminate. Now, it didn't cost us because we got the ball back in the one situation. The other one was deemed an incomplete pass. But it's like, just again, you're proven like just don't do too much.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
play
panic.
within the scheme. Don't panic.
Yep.
It's fine. If this series doesn't work out, just like we were talking about with the Naylor situation. If you look and the guy's not there, the play's not there, throw it in the dirt.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Throw it in the dirt. We'll punt. It's fine. We went 3 and out. Not the way we want to have any 3 and outs, but like, don't try to do too much, man. Like, we've got a defense that can take the ball away. We got the defense that can play a little bit of field position. So like, just be patient with it. And that was, going back historically with him when we picked him up, everyone was talking about, oh, well, Sam Darnold, he's always good for a couple touchdowns, but he's going to kill you with some really dumb decisions through the game.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw the ball away and all this other stuff. And he hasn't done that, but we've seen glimpses of him trying to do too much. Don't try to do too much right now.
You know what the other thing is too, Ben? And we saw this numerous times yesterday against a very good team. Just good things are happening for us in the exact opposite way that they did last year. Everything seemed to be against us last year. All those penalties yesterday, every time something good happened for them, something bad happened for them. There's some good mojo with us right now as well.
Oh, for sure. And that's not a quantifiable thing. That's not something that we can like put our finger on. It's just an energy and a vibe. And sometimes, right now, and if you live in a world of yin and yang, you are a little worried that we've had a lot of breaks go our way early in the season. Does that mean that we're going to have breaks not go our way, later in the season when it really counts?
Nope.
Let's hope that that's not the case.
Nope.
Hockey, I'm going to pat myself on the back just a little bit, man.
Please do.
Right at the very beginning of the game,
Yeah.
I pointed out to you, I'm like 7-8 leaves a lot early.
You said that right away, and bam, man.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Because watching the film from the week before, I was like, how is he getting away with it? He's leaving early every damn play. And I know that they have a little bit of leeway with the tackles, it seems like, in the NFL. But I'm like, he's really leaving early.
Yeah.
And so that definitely was a conversation with the refs.
A lot yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, man, again, I know it's something, it's kind of coach speak from time to time, but it wasn't yesterday. That was the loudest that stadium's been in a long time. It was really loud.
It was super loud, yeah.
Super fun, huh? There wasn't very much red in there like there was before with the 49ers the week before. It was a good crowd.
Yeah, what'd they say, 125 decibels, I think it got up to?
Yeah.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah, my wife was at the game and her phone gave her a warning.
Yeah, the warning,
Yeah.
Loud environment or whatever.
Yep.
All right, let's do headlines when we come back, but let's really just go around the NFL if you don't mind. We can just do that, right?
I'd like that.
Let's throw some
I have
stuff at Ben.
Good stuff for Ben. I'm going to pepper him.
More of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.
The Fan.
Okay, final segment. Look at us. KFAN.com/watch. See what we look like,
Sorry.
Man, that is a big old logo on this shirt.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even realize it when I put it on this morning. That's just giant.
Yeah, that's a giant
Let's
logo.
see.
It's a Viking shirt.
Oh,
it's
hell
cool.
yeah.
It's supporting the troops.
That's a huge bitch.
We're proud, buddy.
I wear it proud, but that's a big one.
You like my shirt, Hogsley?
It says, "You are not the father." Oh, it's a more shirt.
brilliant.
It's the best. The best. Love it. I'm like, Musty's not wearing a shirt today. I think it's a bold choice. It says 49 degrees when you came in here this morning.
I love it. It's perfect outside.
Yeah, it's great. It feels great.
Yeah, we're like 37 days from your speech, Hog.
I can't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. That's right, man. Let's go.
It's time for headlines.
Brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric. If you want to get turned on and go solar, like I did, get those solar panels put up from Wolf River Electric.
Turn it on.
Yeah, turn it on.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's go.
Panels put up there. Let's go around the NFL, and Ben can react and throw in his thoughts and things like that. Everybody ready?
I'm so ready.
I'm ready.
Sure.
Last
I don't
night,
even know what to do
what a
with
weird
myself.
game. The Chiefs win 22-17 over Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons. KC 3-0. The Atlanta Falcons fall to 1-2. Mahomes 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. My question's, Benjamin Leber, is it over for Travis Kelce? Is he cooked? Is he done?
No, I don't think he's cooked. I mean, he's definitely lost a step.
Man,
I mean,
through
he
3
doesn't.
games, he's got
His
nothing
hips
going.
are always sore.
Yeah.
before
can't
going
get
into
open.
last night's game, he had like four catches. That was it.
He can't get open.
No, yeah, he just has lost that twitch, and he just is not getting open in the timing that they need him to get open. But he'll be there. The thing is, like, he's going to be there in scramble situations when, Patrick's running around in the backfield, just extending plays, all these secondary routes that he's going to run. He's going to make some big plays like that, and everything's going to be just fine, and people are going to get all enamored with him. But from if you're fantasy football watching and you're doing all that stuff and stats watching, I think it's over for him being like a top premier tight end. But he's still going to be there. He's still crafty. He's going to make a couple big catches.
Yeah, he'll be dangerous in the red zone.
Yes,
probably more than likely. I mean, that's who he's been. So,
real question though. How in the hell is that not pass interference in the last play of that game?
Oh, my God.
That's just the dumbest thing.
Just mugging the guy.
I can't believe it.
10
He
hours
didn't even
ago,
look back.
Sauce tweeted, that was PI on the Pitts play, but the league loves KC.
That's 100% correct.
That's actually all
out.
true.
They've been bailed out by 2 pass interference penalties, and the one that they called against the Bengals last week was nowhere near as bad as the one they didn't call this week. Speaking of Kyle Pitts, quick question, Ben, because we're talking about the NFL. How underused is Kyle Pitts?
I think, I haven't watched all the games, but it's amazing how this guy, given the talent level that he is, the mismatch that he is size-wise, he's not the best tight end in the league. I don't know. I mean, I got to be honest, the 2 games that I've watched with the Falcons, they've got a ways to go to figure out this whole Kirk Cousins and all these offensive weapons. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It sort of lacks creativity. I mean, thankfully they had Kirk under center much more this game than they did at the start of the season, so they figured that part out.
Great show.
But all this lateral throwing that they were doing late in the game to try to do these like little hot routes to the receivers, and Kansas City just kept blowing them up every single time. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, you've got these talented receivers, you've got a really talented passer. Get the ball down the field. That's what he's good at. And, the whole 4th down at the end of the game. I mean, going laterally when you literally had fourth and Jerry Jones to go. And all you have to do is just go forward and just go over the top. You've got supposedly one of the most dynamic young running backs in the game. I don't know why we've gotten away in the NFL from just like taking a guy that can jump 40 inches and just throw him over the top of the pile, just like we old school dive into the end zone. Yeah. We don't do that anymore. It's either a tush push or just do something cute. Let the guy just go forward for like 8.5 inches and he's in. He gets a first down and then he most likely win the game.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the best when you were a kid and you do that? You load up the pillows on the couch.
Oh, so fun.
And do that dive over the top.
That was the best.
Oh, yeah. For hours you could do that.
I can't.
You're always looking at the pillows.
Sauce didn't need pillows, though.
His butt cheeks were the pillows.
What?
Big 4th quarter comeback for the Los Angeles Rams. They come back from 14 down, but 10 down in the 4th to win 27-24 over the Niners. Matt Stafford, 221 yards and a touchdown. Brock Purdy, 292 and 3 in the loss. All 3 of those going to Juwan Jennings, 11 catches, 175.
Yeah, he went off.
So, again, Ayuk, again, did almost nothing. I know they don't have Debo, they don't have Christian McCaffrey, but then Purdy just lights it up for 175 to Juwan Jennings, and Brandon Ayuk's like, that's fine, I'll just take all my money, and he can get all the stats. What a strange start for Ayuk, but whatever.
Yeah, and then what lost the game at the end was just special teams for the Niners. There's a big return that the Rams had to put them in a position to win, and look, I think excuses can be made for the Niners at this point. What was their injury report? Like 12 players deep.
I read that. Is that true?
So it's like,
jeez.
They really were playing, with one hand behind their back. I definitely think when they are full strength, they're going to play the Rams again at their place. I mean, it's going to be a completely different story.
Still the team to beat in the NFC or not? Even though they are now 1-2.
Sure. I think so. We haven't seen them with a full complement on the roster. So I think once everybody's healthy, yes.
Ben, football question. If the Thursday night game is the Cowboys at the Giants, if the Cowboys defense gets run over by the Giants, Does Zim only make it 4 games in his return?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, historically, they're at the worst rushing defense that they've ever put together for the Cowboys. They've had 8 rushing touchdowns in the first 3 games, which is the worst in franchise history. So I'm not talking yards here. I'm just talking rushing touchdowns. Well, what we know from Zim is that he'll find an excuse that it's not his fault. You know, I don't think he gets fired. No, I don't think they're going to I think they'll let him ride out the season, but unless he just goes nuclear on the people on the defensive staff and the players, and that he becomes toxic.
You mean at the podium, like actually saying somebody's name, like a player's name?
Yeah,
I can't see him doing that.
No. I mean, I think the only way that he gets fired in season is if he himself, just goes crazy and implodes.
Parsons is losing his mind on the sideline. There's 2 games in a row where he is just absolutely. So it kind of feels like he's losing the locker room in that whole classic, statement.
Well,
they lose the locker room.
The thing is, and Max, you've probably seen this from a lot of opposing defenses when Derrick Henry has been out there.
Yeah,
but. Nobody wants to tackle that guy.
No,
nobody.
So it's easy for a line of scrimmage player like Parsons to start barking at the back 7 players when Parsons really doesn't have to hit this guy full speed head on.
Right.
So I think it's really easy to point the fingers at the guys, not getting this guy on the ground. But he's just a different beast. He's a different animal. He really exposes a lot of people on defense. And I don't think they're not gonna get another rushing attack like that the rest of the season.
Ben,
yeah.
Facebook Marketplace question: should I buy a bicycle?
What kind? You talking like banana seat?
Yeah.
Whoa.
For
sure, yes.
Ben, breakfast question: Eggo's good or bad?
For me personally,
yeah,
bad.
What?
Bad.
He doesn't eat.
wrong with
eat.
Well, it's like it's the dessert for breakfast.
They're so good though. Yeah. 4 of them at a time. Just cover them in syrup and butter.
What's minute time?
It's an old ancient way of keeping track of time.
How does it work?
Ben, vitamin question. Do you have any?
Ben, the Green Bay Packers won 30-14 over Max's Tennessee Titans. The Titans fall to 0-3. Will Levis threw a couple of picks to throw 260 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he threw a couple of terrible interceptions. Malik Willis, 13 of 19 for just 202 and a touchdown, but he also ran for 73 yards and a score. And of course, the 2-1 Packers host the Minnesota Vikings Sunday at noon right here on the Fan, your home for Minnesota Vikings football. KOC versus
Matt LaFleur.
Say it.
Matt
regular
LaFleur.
Somebody on Twitter had this idea, and
this ought to be good.
So let's say the coach of the Green Bay Packers was the head coach of Colorado.
Yeah.
And Deion's son was visiting campus and needed a tour.
Yes.
Use the name of the Packers coach, the name of the Colorado quarterback, and the word tour, and put a sentence together. Go. A campus tour.
Okay. Matt LaFleur was walking around campus looking for Shadur Sanders
to give a
campus tour.
So,
all right, good.
So do all 3 of those things like really quickly though.
Who stepped in manure?
Who was doing what to who?
Who's a whoer?
You. Who did what?
So.
Bye, Ben. Love you.
Bye. I gotta go.
Hey, what are you doing at Mystic? Anything?
No, not right now.
Okay, cool.
Later, October. I think it's like October 21st or something like that.
Did you hear who Mussie's guest is tomorrow night?
I know.
Aaron Jones, baby.
Aaron Jones tomorrow
He's the
night.
best.
Yep. We're going to be in Bloomington. Cowboy Jacks. 5:30 to 8:30.
What time will that be?
It'll be 6:30 on the Fan.
Yeah, man.
They should podcast that.
We do podcast.
Oh, whatever.
The iHeartRadio app.
Love you guys. Bye.
Sauce?
Yeah. So, Matt.
Did something right.
Oh, thank you. You were going to ask me.
Speaking of your best friend, Deion's son,
yeah,
how about the end of that Colorado game?
Unbelievable.
I can't believe it.
So crazy.
Did you hear the play-by-play again?
No, I didn't hear it.
I'll play it, but you got to watch your ears. I'm going to make sure it doesn't blow your eardrums out.
The Hail Mary at the end was just
unbelievable.
Insane.
Let's see. That's not it.
What a throw by Deion's son.
Deion's son. Here goes. This might be loud here.
He's airing it out. It's going to be long. No!
Wow. Touchdown, Western.
Wow, he didn't have the
Draws back the pass.
Isn't that from a different
He's
call?
airing it out. It's going to be long.
Didn't we play this? I forgot about this bit.
Wasn't that?
Oh, that wasn't really him?
No, I think that we played that last year. I think
right.
that's a great high
that was
school
the
thing.
McCown throw.
well played. No, don't do
Good
that.
bit.
Oh man.
Now he's the quarterback coach.
Good bit.
Now he's the quarterback coach. Hey, quick.
Hi,
Oh,
Outcast.
look at that. There we go. My humps. My lovely lady lumps.
So the show.
Hiya. Dinosaur.
Anyway, you were singing Outcast?
The show Matlock is either out or coming out with Kathy
came out
Bates.
last
She makes my mogwai wake up.
God, genius.
Don't get it wet.
What?
Oh. And don't feed it after midnight, although it's
Always after
always
midnight.
after midnight.
What percent do you think it is on Rotten Tomatoes?
100?
25.
I bet you it's 100. I bet it's 90. It's real good.
31.
Maxo?
I'm gonna go with 20.
Zach? 58. Hawk, what'd you say?
100.
It is.
Told you.
100%.
It's real
reviews.
good, guys.
What?
It's Katie Bates.
7.
Okay.
It's 100, though.
Kathy.
Yeah, well, I call her Katie.
Would you?
I told you, she makes my mogwai wake up from a nap.
Promos are weird, though, man. The promos, it's like, hi, I'm Madeline Matlock. And then people
Like the
in
one
the
on TV.
Right, then the people in the room will be like, oh, like the TV character. She's like, no, you dumb son of a bitch, a different one.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then even the using the Britney Spears song and then having her look right into the camera and being like, I'm not that innocent. It's like, oh man, what is Matlock going to do? Some crazy S?
Yeah, man.
That would be like having a show called Dahmer and be like, hi, I'm Frank Dahmer. You mean like the serial killer? No, different, you dumb son of a bitch.
Yep.
It's like, okay, Matlock.
Yeah.
Matlock.
Terrible.
Come on,
It looks
Kathy
great,
Bates.
dude. Come on.
Did you watch it last night or did you DVR it?
No, he watched Rescue High Surf.
Oh, he thought that was great. He
I
was,
DVR'd.
It's going to
High
last
Surf.
one season.
he was telling all of us about that yesterday in the press box.
I
to the
DVR'd
point where
High
Musk
Surf.
put his headphones on because
Yep.
he didn't want to hear it.
Rather hear some commercials.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You
thought you were
DVR
Well, you know
interested.
what? Maybe this is so damn good, this Matlock, because
Yeah.
Kathy Bates said that this is it. She's done acting.
That's right.
She's going to retire.
This
It's
is the
that
top of her
damn
game.
good.
She's going to end on Matlock?
Yep.
It's the
Oh,
top of her
man.
game, bud.
Good.
Let me tell you something. That lady,
How much are you hoping that she does another hot tub scene?
I want her
Naked
to
hot
be,
tub scene.
I want I'm going to be as cool as I can be. But I'm
Hawk
saying
loves
this.
her in Misery.
And please take this in the way I say it. Please know I'm using the correct vernacular. Okay? I'd like her to do a full spread.
My Lord.
Please no,
Jesus.
in a magazine shoot.
yeah.
A full spread.
Hawk loves
You know what
her
I mean?
in Misery
Like in-
because she's mean.
Yeah. She breaks that guy's feet.
because she's mean.
Yeah.
You want
That
to be
turns him
hobbled?
on. Oh, yeah, it turns him
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, she makes me hobbled.
Yeah.
Listen, she's a great actress. I respect what she does. You know, in the book, she cuts his feet off.
What?
In the
Matlock does?
Yes.
Not that one.
She's
the
not
other
the
one.
same Matlock.
Oh, like the TV show, though?
Right.
No?
Right. Maybe no. Huh?
I wonder if the way that they promote it on, is it CBS? Who's running that? CBS, right?
Yeah,
Matlock?
of
course.
I wonder if how they're promoting it is exactly how it was pitched. If somebody walked in and like, hey, what if we do a female Matlock? And somebody goes, like the old TV show? Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't know. I got nothing else.
We're running out of
I have no
And
ideas.
they're running Tulsa King again.
How dare you say that's not good?
That's
It was-
so bad.
Wait. Hey,
I
hear me out.
tried
Hear me
so
out.
much.
Hear me out.
Ugh.
Tulsa Queen.
Yeah. You
And
mean
we-
like the King show that you watched before?
He likes to wear what he likes to wear.
What? There's
So
no way.
we'll do like a
Tulsa King
female
is
Stallone.
good. There's no way that show's good.
Well, Dave Schwartz likes it, so that means it can't be good.
Well, Hawk likes it.
It's real good. I like things. I'm sorry. Hey, how much did the therapist on the Melendez brothers?
That's all true, by the way.
I know. But how much did he remind you of John Ritter?
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was John Ritter.
That's very
It's
good.
the craziest thing. This guy is so John Rittery.
And his,
it's the craziest thing.
mistress gives up the ghost.
Dude, let me tell you.
That's all true.
That's something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
What a
like,
show. What a weird thing.
I haven't watched the Dahmer one because
Sunrise?
I've heard it's too horrible and gross.
Okay.
But this
they did a hit piece on Dahmer?
No, I meant like it's graphic.
It's pretty graphic.
I don't want to watch
graphic.
that.
Pretty good, though.
This is
graphic.
Real graphic, and I can't wait till you watch the 4th episode. Text me after you watch it.
Okay.
You'll probably need to go outside for a while. It's one of the most disturbing things. No, it's just ungodly disturbing. Especially if it's all true.
The Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, Corey, made the top 5 list again for most satisfying North American mega airports. Where do you think it finished?
2.
Yeah, let's go. Well, my guess is you would have said it was 1 if it was 1. The way you worded it, I'm going to say 2 as well.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1 by a wide margin, by like 30 points on a 1,000 point scale.
What's close?
And when Minneapolis, then Detroit.
Oh, really? I don't know if I've ever been to the Detroit airport.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. When we flew to...
we had the layover there.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That became a big hub for Delta.
Oh, did it?
I did forget about that.
So it goes
Where
Minneapolis,
were we going?
Detroit.
Is that Ireland?
No, because we were in
London.
Boston and Ireland.
London. We were going to London the first time. We
London
stopped in
to
Detroit.
Okay, I forgot about that.
So I wasn't with you guys on that then.
No,
Yeah.
your dad was.
Yeah, Dad, he was in the cargage.
Yeah, the cargage.
Are you guys doing shows in London?
No,
No, long story.
I am.
Oh,
Hawk's
really?
going. Yeah, Hawk and I
Hawk
are,
will be there.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, St. Paul, Detroit, then Phoenix, then JFK, then Dallas. Worst airports, Seattle, Atlanta, which is number
Seattle's
1
terrible.
worst.
Atlanta sucks.
Terrible.
Atlanta's
O'Hare.
O'Hare's terrible.
JFK, then Dallas is also an interesting sentence when it comes to the idea of existence.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Sure, he's right. Yeah.
Timeline works out.
You just blew my head.
Whoa. Wow. Whoa.
Okay, now
Well, okay.
that
Stop
sounded filthy.
texting Tommy.
What did we do?
I don't know.
This is a Monday, isn't it?
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it sure feels like it.
It's going to be a long week, Paul. It's not going to get better.
No, it will get better.
It already is good.
This is gonna be a great week. Today's gonna be a great day.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. And Wednesday night's the game 2 for the Lynx. I'm excied. Let's
Are you
go.
going?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go.
Rosie,
I just
you
made
going?
a decision.
Well, what time is it?
It's at
8:30 game. Yeah.
Oh, God. Are you serious? 8:30?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I had tickets for that, too.
It hasn't happened.
Bought them in February.
Why?
I thought it made me look good. But this very minor inconvenience is going to force me to cancel it. I mean, if it was at 7:30, I probably would have gone. But
The Lexus Club sold out.
Hey, Rosie.
Yeah. Pretty distraught about this.
I know I'm trying to make you feel better. The dude who caught Shohei Ohtani's historic 50-50 ball
Yes, sir.
turned down $300,000 from the
Good.
Dodgers.
Yeah,
It's not
good.
even close to enough.
The night of, and again, these are just estimations. Who knows what it actually goes for on the auction block? My Melendez brothers tickets cards are probably going to skyrocket, but the projections were a million plus.
Yeah,
It was like
absolutely.
$1 million plus. So if you get offered $300K, you slow down and say, I don't think I'm in a rush to sell this. Let's make sure that's the right market. If it's $300K, great, but some sucker's going to pay $1 million for that.
Yeah.
Right?
And maybe Shohei
Born every
will.
minute.
Why would he though? I mean, does he really need it?
No,
you know what I mean.
but
It's
maybe
like
he does.
because
I
you
mean,
did it. I
yeah,
mean,
right.
You're the one that did it. That's always going
Yeah, he
to be
owns
the
him.
thing,
You're
right?
right.
Yeah. So you don't need the damn ball to go. See, I'm showing you. This is the one.
Right, what do you do
These
with
are
it?
the hands that did it too. I've got the ball and the hands. I feel where you're coming
It's a
from.
lottery
That makes
ticket,
sense.
man.
Yeah.
Was there some story about a high school kid getting it ripped out of his hands? Did I read that headline right over the weekend?
Well, he
That
wouldn't leave it alone at school.
That somebody else had a shot at it, and this is the guy that ended up getting it. But hey, what is it? How does it go work? Possession is
6/10.
yeah, something of the law.
captain.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah, 6/10 the captain. Great song, by the way. "Kiss Me" from the
Great song.
the hell was the name of that movie? Oh, she's on that soundtrack.
Was it like one of those videos? We always see these videos pop up on like ESPN or whatever.
porn?
But no, it's like where all of a sudden there's this lady and then she's sitting like right next to this little kid and just completely grabs the ball and just,
that lady.
you just
That's
watch
the
the
worst,
kid just
dude.
start crying and you're
I know.
like,
Can you
wow.
believe it?
This is one of the only times where I tell a crying 6-year-old kid, go F yourself. I just caught $1 million baseball. In fact, I'm going to spend my $1 million. I'll buy, we'll go to Dick's Sporting Goods. I'll buy you a bag of 30 baseballs, but it ain't going to be this one. You can have as many baseballs as you want. It can be a shopping spree, but this one,
Correct.
it's a mine.
Yeah, it was his 18th birthday too, Core.
Oh no!
Again, that's
So
not
it
even
really
a
did
kid.
happen?
That's an adult. He could go to war. He doesn't need a cute baseball. I have $1 million baseball.
It's mine.
Is there
If he
video
starts
of it?
crying, he needs
I
to
don't know.
grow
I
the
saw
F
an
up.
article. It was an article in the LA Times all about this kid and it slipping right through his hands.
Expensive baseballs there's no rules.
Yeah. And I'd have did the same thing that dude did. I'd have just left. I don't even need to see the rest of the game. I'm out of here,
Of
bro.
course you leave.
No, for
You
your
have to
protection,
leave.
you got to get out
Right.
of there.
You call hot ass Randy and he walks you to your car. Then you flip him $6 for the effort.
So hang on. In that scenario, Randy's at home. You wait for him in the concourse until he gets there. Then he walks you to the car.
Yeah.
How long are you waiting for Randy?
He lives about 45 minutes away.
So for 45 minutes, you have to gamble with your own safety and stick around in the concourse, but not walk out of the stadium.
Yeah.
And threaten others that hot ass Randy's on the way.
Yeah.
Is that how you stall?
Yeah.
Just go, don't you dare.
Yeah, Randy's on his
He's
way.
going to be outside in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You wait till Randy gets here.
Yeah.
Oh man!
$1 million.
Oh my goodness!
What happened?
What'd you do?
So I knew they were remaking Salem's Lot again.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
I just am watching the trailer right now. This movie scared me so bad as a kid.
Absolutely terrifying.
Terrified me because it's a vampire story. In case you don't know it,
I didn't even want to watch Starsky and Hutch after watching
dude.
it.
I know. Do you remember the kid floating outside the window?
Yes.
When I tell you he looked just like my brother, my big brother, and I had to have the conversation. He's my big brother. I love him, and he's gonna get me. Do I just open the door and let him in? Just let him on in and get it over with. Make me a vampire and let's do this. That show scared the hell out of me, and this looks just as scary, maybe scarier. From the producer of It,
Sauce.
Salem's Lot on Max.
If Dov had vampiric blood, if Dov was a vampire,
Yeah.
and he starts floating towards you and you have a wooden stake in your hand, do you kill your brother?
No.
He's going to bite you.
Dov's gonna be like, "You're even eating wooden steaks."
Genius. That's a real good line.
Augustus.
That's real good. You guys are real funny today.
He's going to bite you and eat your blood or drink your blood. He's going to eat you.
Oh, then he'd have high cholesterol.
You don't kill him?
No.
Why?
Well, eventually with the
You know what? He's doing it for humanity because Dov won't have to eat again for 600 years. So.
Oh my God, this looks terrifying. Why would you watch
Right?
this?
Doesn't it look great?
No.
Oh man, I'm excited. It's going to be on Max.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
October 3rd. Man, it's coming right around the corner. I can't wait.
All right, 9 to noon next, breaking down the undefeated Minnesota Vikings. Must, thanks for your time. Thanks to Ben Leber. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. 9 to noon after this.